In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up n8n locally on a free Google VPS server, so that way you can connect for free and utilize n8n. The very first thing that we're going to want to do is create the Google Cloud server. In order to do that, we're going to create a free server. If you go type in Google free VPS into Google, it'll show you exactly the steps that you need to take. So the very first thing that we need to do is sign up for a Google Cloud Console account. If you haven't already signed up for one, you're going to want to sign up for one of those. Once you have done that, you're going to want to create a project. So I'm going to select project. I'm going to click new project inside of Google Cloud. And inside of this, we're just going to give it a name. I'm going to call it n8n local and hit create. And as soon as I've created that, what I'm going to do next is go in and select project, click on n8n local. Next step listed is to create an instance. So we're going to navigate to compute engine, VM instances, and click create instance. So in the back here, we're going to pull up from the sidebar. We're going to go down to compute engine, click on VM instances. We're going to click enable compute engine API. Once that's enabled, we're going to click open the sidebar again, go to compute engine, click on VM instances once again. We're going to go back, take a look at the setup here. It says create instance, navigate to this, and then click create instance. So we're going to click create instance. Now we're going to want to give this a name. I'm just going to name it n8n local. And it says for the machine type, we're going to select E2 micro. The region, we want US Central 1, West 1, or East 1. So it's already set to Central 1. I'm going to leave it at any zone. From here, I'm going to go down and start selecting the machine. So we're going to select E2. It's already selected for us. So E2 is already selected for us, but we need to scroll down right here where it says E2 medium. We're going to click this and we're going to change this to the E2 micro because the micro is the one that's free. You'll see that the cost here starts to go down over on the side. And next, we're going to come over to OS and storage. We're going to change this here to be 30 gigabytes. And we're going to change balance to be standard persistent disk. And we can leave this on Debian. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to hit select. The next thing we're going to do is go to data protection. We're going to turn off backups because we don't want to be charged for this. We want this to be completely free. Next, we're going to go to networking. We're going to click allow HTTP, HTTPS, and the load balancer health check. Next, we're going to click on observability. We're going to take off this install ops agents because, again, it's charging for extra stuff. We're going to go down to security. We're going to leave everything as is in the security. We're then going to go down to advanced, leave everything set up here as the way it is, and then we're going to hit create. Now, this is going to take actually a few minutes for it to create and boot up. All right, the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to set up a Cloudflare tunnel. So you're going to want to purchase a domain. If you haven't already purchased a domain, I recommend going to namecheap.com and purchasing it. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. They just are somebody that I've used for the longest time, and they have good domain costs. I purchased this domain, n8nautomations.online. I got it for like 99 cents. So the very next thing we're going to do is we're going to get that domain. Then we're going to pull up cloudflare.com. So we're going to come over to domains and click on overview. Next thing you're going to do is click onboard domain. I'm going to grab the domain name from my Namecheap account, paste it in. It says we will scan for common DNS records and import them for you. So I'm going to let that do its thing and then hit continue, select the free plan. So the next thing it's going to do is going to bring us to this page here, and I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to click continue activation. It says without DNS records, it's unable to activate your site. It's best to set up your DNS records now. I'm going to hit confirm. So mine shows protected right now, but yours isn't going to show this. You're going to want to go to DNS to verify existing records. And what you're going to do is you're just going to copy the name servers here and you're going to paste them over in your registrar. For me, I go to custom DNS, paste those in there, and then I save it. And then from there, it's going to take a few minutes, but then it will eventually register over on the Cloudflare side showing it. Next, what I want to do is click on the search and type in tunnel. We're going to go to Zero Trust Network Tunnels. And over here, you're not going to have anything. I had one in here, but I'm going to go ahead and delete it and just show you how to go about setting up one of these tunnels. I'm going to click Add a Tunnel. I'm going to click on Select Cloudflare. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to type in n8n local. And over here, next, I'm going to click on Save Tunnel. Windows 64-bit. We're going to change this to Debian. I'm going to leave it as 64-bit architecture. And then from here, we're going to actually copy this. And we're going to take this and go put this over into our VPS server. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring up the VPS over on the Google Cloud side. We're going to click on connect via SSH. As soon as you click on the SSH, it's going to give you an option to authorize. You're going to click authorize, and then it's going to bring you into command terminal like this. We're going to take what we copied over from the tunnel, and then we're going to go back in and we're going to hit paste, enter. And the next thing it says, after you've installed Cloudflare on your machine, you can install a service to automatically run your tunnel whenever your machine starts. So we're going to highlight that as well. I'm then going to click on bring this back up, wait till it's done, and then we're going to paste it in. And now that that's done, we're going to paste this in and hit enter. So that way it uses it every single time we're logged in. I'm then going to click next over on the Cloudflare side. And over on here, we've got subdomain. It says optional. We'll put in n8n, and then domain. I'm going to click on our domain that we have. We're going to leave path blank. Down here for type, we're going to click on HTTPS. And over for the URL here, we're going to enter in our IP address. We'll then come back over to the instance, and we're going to click on the external IP address right here. We're going to highlight that and copy it. We're going to go back in. We're going to paste that into here. Once that's set up. So now it shows that we are tunneled in and it's healthy. The next thing that we want to go ahead and do is bring up the Docker installation, and for Docker, I'll have all these links down in the description below. But for installing this, we're going to scroll down and we're going to run the following command here, just to make sure that there are no packages that are conflicting. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to come down and we're going to click on install using apps repository, bring back up our terminal. We're going to enter that in, hit enter. Now that that is done, the next thing that we want to do is install the packages. So install the latest version. We're going to click here to copy this. Go back into our terminal. Paste that in. Do you want to continue? Yes. And then it's going to take its time to go through. While that's going through, let's come back over to the Debian documentation. And it says the Docker service starts automatically after. To verify that it's running, use this right here. So we're going to copy that command. And we're going to come back over to our terminal window, which is still processing right now. All right, next we're going to paste that in. Oop, it did not grab it. Let me come back and copy that in. All right, we can see that it is active and it is running. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to hit Control-Z just to stop this out, and then I'm going to click on that command. We're going to paste it in just to make sure that it is successful. It says unable to find the image, but then download a newer image for Hello World latest. Hello from Docker. This message shows that your installation appears to be working correctly. So awesome. We know that that was installed correctly, and now that that's working. So the next thing that we want to do is come over to the documentation on n8n. We're going to scroll down until we get to the create an env file. We're going to click on this to copy it. We're then going to paste this into our terminal window and hit enter. This is going to take us into that folder that we just created. The next thing that we want to do is come down and we want to copy this for the env file. We're going to bring our terminal back up. We're going to type in nano .env, hit enter. We're going to paste all this in. We're going to then change our domain name. We're going to put in the domain that you signed up with. So for me, n8n automations.online, I believe. Let's go check. n8n automations.online. Yeah, that is the domain that I registered. So we're going to type that in there. I'm going to leave the subdomain as n8n because that's what we set it to. We're going to then change our time zone settings. I'm in America to Chicago. We're then going to go down to the SSS email. You're going to want to change this to your personal email. I'm going to put my email in here. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save this. So I'm going to hit Control X, save modified buffer. We're going to hit Y for yes. It says file name to write, .env. I'm going to hit enter. So that has been set up and modified now. We've done the env file. The next thing that we want to do is come down to step number 5, and we're going to create the local files directory. So we're going to bring back up our terminal, click on that and enter it. Then we want to create our Docker compose file. So we're going to create a compose.yaml file. So we're going to go into our terminal. We're going to type in nano, and it said it was compose.yaml. So compose.yaml. We're going to paste that in. I'm just going to go ahead and hit Control X, Y, enter. And that saves the file. The next thing that we need to do is start our Docker Compose. So we're going to start n8n by typing this in. So I'm going to copy that. We're then going to go back to our terminal, paste that in, and hit enter. And now this is going to take a minute to go through and process. So we're going to give it its time. It's done. We should be able to go in and type in our subdomain and be able to pull it up. So let's go ahead and take a look. We should be able to pull it up now on our server. We are getting a bad gateway. Why are we getting a bad gateway? That's something that we want to check into. I realize what it is. One of the things that we forgot to do that we want to go ahead and do is inside of our tunnel that we created, we need to turn off the TLS verify. So let's go into configure, come over to publish application routes. We're going to click edit. Over here, we're going to click on additional application settings, click on TLS. When it says no TLS verify, we're going to turn that on and hit save. Now that we've done that, we should be able to click on our subdomain and open it up. Awesome. Now that that's done, all you got to do is come in here and set up and create the account. Now from here, you're going to be able to customize this. It just asks you some questions. I'm going to come through. I'm going to say just get started. The next thing, enter an email to receive your license key. You're going to want to do this because you'll get a free license key that extends the features of n8n's local instance. So you're going to want to go ahead and do that. Down in the description below, you'll be able to get all the links and stuff to be able to set this up. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.